Oh my God, that's too funny. And your boss really thinks you're going to go with her? That's going to be a pretty major letdown for the poor lady. She really asked you to go to a conference in Chicago. Just the two of you? That's pretty forward of her to just assume you would drop everything in your life on 3 days' notice and just whisk away with her like that. She's so obvious. I wonder if she even realizes how obvious she is. Like, remember at the Christmas party when she had, oh my God, she had too many gingerbread martinis and she was all over you all night. Ugh, it was so pathetic. I literally had to bite my tongue the whole night because I didn't want to get you fired. But it was so embarrassing. I almost felt bad for the woman. So how are you going to break the news to her? The news that you're not going with her on this little business trip? Hold up. You're not actually considering going, are you? You're joking. You have to be joking. Because she's clearly obsessed with you? Yeah, well, do you really want to be spending 2 plane rides next to this woman? An entire conference with her, probably following you around, acting like you're her partner? Think about this. You have a whole staff of perfectly qualified people in that office. No offense, you're really, really talented there, but there's a lot of people that she could have asked to come with her. And she chose you. Why do you think that is? No, I'm not trying to insult your abilities at your job. Clearly, I'm sure you're at the top of the ladder there, but you can't seriously think that she doesn't have just the tiniest ulterior motive wanting to whisk you away to Chicago for 4 days, where she'll have you all to herself. Please don't take what I'm saying the wrong way. I know you're so talented. You are so skilled. You work so hard. But I don't trust her. I have a woman's intuition, and I can read other women, especially ones like her, like a book. And she's a dark romance. Bad news. Of course I trust you. It's not about trust when you're out there on your own, nowhere to go, no one to turn to. What would you do if she had you secluded like that and she hit on you? Don't you realize how awkward and uncomfortable and possibly pressure-filled that could be? She could make it feel like you have to choose between your job and being loyal to me. Look at me and tell me you don't think she's capable of that. Yeah, of course you do. So why would you want to put yourself in a position where she can set you up like that? For the good of your career. Babe, there are like 9 million things you can do to help grow your career without having to run away with Cruella de Vil. Yeah, well, her Dalmatian print handbag isn't really doing her reputation any favors. That woman is weird. And the way she looks at you is weird. The way she talks to you is weird. The way she doesn't even acknowledge me at your company functions. It's like she's just waiting for you to leave me. No, I don't think you ever would. I know you love me, but I also know how much you love this job and how much we need the income. So why walk directly into the spider's web? That's the first thing messed up people like her try to do. Isolate you. Yeah. Isolate you from your friends and family so you have no one to protect you when she... when she tries to sink her claws in. When she tries to pressure you into something I know you would never want to do to me. Please. Please don't go. Please. I'll make this weekend so special. I'll make that dinner you love so much. I'll get us tickets to the festival on Sunday. I know you were talking about wanting to go to that. I will make it so fun. Please. Just, please don't go with her. I'll do anything. Because the entire time you're gone, I'll be here losing my mind. I'll be worried about you nonstop, 24 hours a day. Do you think I'll get any sleep at all, knowing she's probably invading your hotel room too? Hell, I could see her making a big mistake and accidentally booking one room for the two of you in a hotel that's sure to be sold out by now. I'm not being crazy. I'm being logical. You know I don't usually get jealous like this. I let so much go with her. I stand there and I bite my tongue every time she flirts with you right in front of my face. I never call her out on how dismissive and rude she is to me, but I do have a limit. You mean everything to me. You are my world, the love of my life. I'm not just going to stand by and watch her try to take you from me. I'm going to fight for you. I'm not going to just let her steal you away from me. Oh, come on. Come on, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous and rich and powerful, and there really would be no reason why it wouldn't be beneficial for you to leave me for her right now. She would probably promote you right away. Big, huge raise. She'd probably start taking you on trips all over the world. Paris, Rome, New York. She holds the keys to an amazing, exciting life for you. At least for a little while. You can't pretend that that's not tempting. And I don't blame you if you're tempted by it. You really think she'd fire you if you don't go? Really? Yeah, we can't afford that. I don't know how to argue this one. But if you really have to go, if you're really that scared to tell her no, then please think about me while you're out there with her. Please remember how much I love you. Remember how on the day we met, we both knew our lives were changed forever. We both knew we found our person. Love at first sight, remember? Hey, come here. Look at me. This is what real love looks like. It's messy and it's hard, but it's everything. You are my everything. If she gets her way with you, no, stop. Listen to me. I know you don't think you could ever imagine, and I can't imagine it either, but we have to talk about this. If she figures out how to weasel her way in and sink her claws into you, I really want you to realize that to her, you're just a conquest. She's had her eye on you for a while now, but you're not the only prize she's ever tried to win. I'm sure of it. A serpent like her, you know she's had plenty of conquests before you, and there'll be plenty more after. So if you find yourself in a moment of weakness, just remember, she would be using you for as long as she wanted to, until it's not fun for her anymore. But me, babe, look at me. I'm here for the long haul. I'm going to be loving you forever. I'm going to be the one waiting up for you at night, holding you when you're hurting. Just please don't forget about us when you're out there with her. Remember who loves you most in this world. Call me every day. Send me pictures. Let me know how much you'll miss me. You're gonna miss me, aren't you? Are you gonna miss the way I hold you? The way I kiss you? You gonna miss the way Hey, this is Lacey. Thank you so much for listening. I wanted to just pop on and first let you all know how much I appreciate every single one of you who keeps coming back and listening to my audios, and welcome all the new listeners. Thank you so much for being here. I just thought it'd be fun to give a little bit of background of why I decided to write this particular story. As some of you may have put together, this is the prequel. I've never written a prequel before, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is the prequel to the toxic boss story, the one where she takes you to a hotel room for a conference, and there is only one room for the two of you with only one bed. Very evil woman. But I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to do a prequel to that and kind of give you all a little bit of the backstory of this nasty woman who has been, hitting on you all year in front of your wife. She doesn't care, and she's married too, and just very naughty lady. But I thought it would be kind of fun to have one of these stories with a similar amount of jealousy and upset, but for one of the very few times with my stories, the speaker may have a little bit of a point. I guess I'll leave that to you all to decide in the comments, but I feel like this one's kind of a gray area, but I don't think she's as bad as a lot of the other people I tend to write, because, I'll say, if she's, going to these parties with her partner and, the boss is being so blatantly, forward in front of her and all that, and she's maybe just genuinely worried about her partner being put in a position where they might be uncomfortable or not know how to get out of a tricky situation. So I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of fun to play with the whole jealousy thing, but maybe in a way that isn't as toxic as usual. But at the same time, should we just totally trust our partners 100% to be able to make good decisions for themselves? You know what I mean? Like, that's a fair point too. Because I kind of tend to come from the school of thought that, as much as I write this stuff, mostly because I lived it, but I write, as much as I do write this stuff and I have a lot of fun writing it, I kind of come from a school of thought where I don't think that stuff is really healthy in real life, belongs in an audio or a book or a story, but or the past, right? But yeah, so there's also the thought of, hey, maybe she should just trust her partner to be able to figure it out and make the right decisions. But yeah, so I'd love to see what you all think in the comments of if she is in the right or not. I can kind of see both sides myself. So anyway, speaking of comments, I always try to make sure I mention this. I'm so sorry I don't respond more in comments, and sorry, so many of you are probably sick of hearing this, but I'm not trying to whine about it or complain about it. I literally just want you all to know why I don't respond to every single comment, because I read every single comment. It's like the highlight of my day. It really is. Every morning I open up my little app and I say, I wonder what people have to say today, and I read every single one. It's such a fun way to start the day. But the only reason I don't respond is just because I have tendinitis in my hand. And so I have to kind of save all my hand hurtingness for when I'm editing these. And I'm working hard on figuring out a way to work with an editor a little bit more regularly so that I can maybe change what I use my hand for and respond to you all. So we'll see how that turns out. Crow did such an amazing job on the cheerleader waitress a few weeks ago. So I would love to work with Crow again. So I'm working on it. And oh yeah, and I pop in my Discord every day that I can, to say hi a bit. So if you want to hang out, come on over to Discord. And I'm not exactly sure when I'm releasing this, but this Sunday, May 5th, 2024, I'm doing a stream at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific on Twitch. So if you want to hang out, and if it hasn't happened already, it might be today, or it might be yesterday, or way in the past when you're listening to this. I'm going to be hanging out on Twitch then, and the link is in the description of this video. I'm just going to be singing some songs and hanging out. Oh my gosh, thank you all so much for the amazing response on my Toxic cover. I had to cover our Lord and Savior Britney Spears' Toxic. How could I not? It was just too funny. I was thinking, what songs would be kind of fun to do, and then I thought, oh my gosh. Like, I have the most toxic channel ever. I have to cover Toxic. So I thought that'd be fun to do. And thank you all so much for your kind words and going over to Bandcamp and listening to it. It's just so kind of you all. Thank you so much. Big shout out to everyone on Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting me there. You are just beyond amazing. Thank you all again for listening. I think that is all I have to share today. But I love you all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.